Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Gamehater, the show where we play our poorly conceived purchases and decide how bad these games are. The game of the night is Rocketbirds, Hardboiled Chicken.
Immediately you can see from this game that this is a hardcore kind of game.
Or very noirish, if we're going for the hard-boiled detective kind of chicken. We have.
I think he's more of a war chicken.
He's certainly a war chicken. We've got some angsty helicopters. They're not visible now, but they were there. Trust me. Oh, there's some warplanes.
And he's got like a nuclear bomb attached to his back.
Yeah, that does seem to be a radioactivity symbol, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Looks kind of Soviet with the stars, to be perfectly frank.
He's probably invading the Soviets to make the Cold War a little bit warmer.
Chickens do love it warm. I think I'll just do normal.
They do. That's how they get their eggs to hatch.
Yes, they don't have to actually sit on their eggs. They just leave them out in the warm Soviet sun.
Oh, check this out. We got a whole intro.
Yeah, it seems to be a silent film unless something's gone horribly wrong. I had sound a minute ago.
Uh-oh.
Something's going on the radar screen. I'll just narrate.
Make up your own words for it. I am our chicken man, and I'm going to save them.
Did you see something?
Apparently the enemies aren't chicken. Are they like penguins or?
Oh, you're right. Those are. I don't think they're penguins. The beaks aren't right.
No. That sign said something about albatross, but they don't like that either.
I don't have a good mental image of an albatross.
I mean, I watched enough, Rescue Earth Down Under as a kid that I have a good, solid concept of what they should look like. And they should sound like John Candy, so.
Yeah, those are seabirds of some sort, I think. Well, an albatross is a seabird.
Yeah, but they're like all white.
Yeah. My whole experience of an albatross comes from The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, which, in its purest form, is an Iron Maiden song recapping a poem about a dude telling a story.
Man, they really invested in the cinematics for this game. It was like, the intro for a cartoon.
It's pretty impressive. I would watch this cartoon. Could be a nice little web series. I lost my bomb. And it would appear that the controller is only used for cycling through menus. Is that really how this is going to go?
We went to all this trouble to make sure the game would work with the controller, and now
and everything. No, I can't move. Buttons do nothing. All right. I am immediately disgusted.
All right. Well, this is already a point against the game.
Yeah. It's going so well. Yeah, that button prompt is pretty insistent I use a mouse, too. Putski, fearless leader. They might be penguins.
Yeah, they're like very deformed-looking penguins.
Yeah, but this guy doesn't look that much like a chicken either. I do like the flipping.
That's the only way to get through anything. You gotta roll. The rolling helps.
Yes. I mean that's one thing we learned from Samus. So you don't walk, you don't run, you don't crouch, you just roll.
Yeah, I mean he can't actually turn into a ball, but he's making the effort like he can.
He's basically a ball at this point. I love how they're giving me a tutorial for the standard FPS controls. Alright, I need a key card.
I feel like there should be some around here you can kill for a key card.
Speaking of standard FPS nonsense, here it is. Whoa.
Oh no.
I think I just punched a dude.
Yeah, I needed some murder to you too.
Yeah, I took a little bit of damage there.
It's a good thing that chickens inherently have more health than penguins do.
They're a hardier creature. That's a byproduct of domestication.
That is always a problem.
Right, I mean, you want the chicken to be as easy to slaughter as possible, but no. It's just not how it works. They only get stronger. Well, I can't seem to go this way. They really do want us to think these are albatrosses.
Yeah, maybe the whole thing was just like seabirds.
Yeah, maybe.
Obey. Very subtle with their imagery there, aren't they?
We need to bring a nice dose of freedom to this place. I am already lost. Uh-huh. Oh, wait. There's a button I can do. Left shift. Okay, I can move a crate. To accomplish nothing.
Can you, like, pick it up or something? You open it?
Take it with me.
Then you can use it to get that one place you wanted to at where you're trying to reach that health.
Yes. Can probably do that. The pushing animation is not good.
Well, it's not really an animation, it's just walking behind it.
It's a complete lack of an animation. Oh, don't make me actually pick up the health. Come on, guys. In a time of crisis, do I really have the presence of mind to press the pick thing up button?
Yeah. I guess the idea is that sometimes it's nice to be able to choose to pick it up since you might not want to use the health at that moment.
That's true. You might need it more later. Okay, so
I remember many times in playing Ninja Turtles as an NES where there'd be pizza, and I didn't want to pick it up, but I ended up picking it up.
That's true. Sometimes you need to save your health for later.
Wow, this guy's really freaking out.
Yeah, he apparently did a thing, but he doesn't know what he was going to do.
I don't know. What is he going to do? Oh, no. I think this is the albatross. Oh, they are penguins. Look at that. Plot twist.
Oh, all right. So the albatross is in charge. Well, that's just tyrannical. Okay, so I think there is...
Why are we zooming in so much at his star?
It must be important to the plot that this albatross has a scar on its head. So I think there was, in fact, voice acting, but I have the volume down so low. That's okay. We're more important.
Oh no, he's been cloned.
He is an evil chicken.
Yeah, and his clones are black. That's an interesting design choice.
I can just juggle him forever.
I mean, you do have limited bullets. I mean,
I guess it's not forever. So sorry to interrupt the racial sensitivity lesson with juggling a corpse of a evil chicken who is racially insensitive. That's the true evil here.
Exactly.
I have an uppercut too. That's pretty sweet. I do wish there was an indication of when these guys were dead, so I could stop shooting them.
Yeah, I'm sure it takes like a moment for them to like recover before they can start shooting again. So.
Yeah, I just used the stun lock to tell. So one thing that I have to say is bothering me, it's kind of a nitpick, but I'm using mouse and keyboard to control this, but I can only shoot straight.
That kind of makes the mouse pointless then.
Yes it does. Smoke, shoot, share. Join the auxiliaries. Your country needs to go.
What kind of birds are those?
One's probably still a penguin.
It's like a seagull on the top.
Okay. It could be a seagull. A little one, maybe an owl?
Maybe, but that doesn't seem like a seabird.
That's true. That is breaking the theme. I don't know of any.
I do think it's interesting that that our enemy is far more into diversity than we seem to be so far.
Well, I'm only one guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, one guy isn't very diverse.
That's true. I should have more guys. They're not necessarily guys either.
Yeah. There should be some ladybirds there, too.
Absolutely. I mean,
It loves its blood.
Yeah, it really does.
You know, for being your clones, they are completely useless.
Yeah, they really are. They get all upset when I'm knocking them in the air with my bullets.
Yeah. And they have, like, no ability to hear anything unless you're, like, using a silencer or something.
Well, I do have the volume down really low.
Oh, that's probably what it is. If you turn the volume up, they probably, you know, would hear you shooting your comrades.
Trouble. I mean, that's why you have to play the volume. Oh, he can use cover.
New World Revolution. Kamikaze.
I do like it when games put effort into the background like that.
Yeah, this is a game that definitely has a whole lot of personality.
Okay. Yeah, it really does. You can tell the graphics guys had a lot of fun.
Smoke, shoot, share.
Because free cigarettes are what inspires me to join the army.
I mean, you gotta get your fix somehow. You hit him with that sign and somehow...
Okay, yeah, I am not interested in this pop-up right now.
Apparently it caused another sign to pop up in the level, so I guess it's some secret objective you can do.
Yeah, it must be.
Hopefully it's pops up somewhere further in the level and not back, because that would be kind of...
I'm not going back. Back is just not the direction for me.
And you kind of feel like at this point, like there'd be a bunch of people back there already, like kind of wondering about the corpses everywhere.
the piles of clone chicken corpses.
Yeah. It is nice that they send a bunch of clones. They didn't actually dedicate their own, you know, people towards this.
I mean, that's just Evil Empire 101.
Did he paint on sideburns?
Those might be artificial sideburns. We're at chapter 3 already? Okay, so now the mouse is a relevant thing.
Oh, man. Now we're in a jetpack game. Alarm!
He seems a little upset.
Fun.
Okay, so now there's a jetpack guy. Oh, good. I don't need to be on the screen. I feel like this is one of those games that's trying to skate by on style without really having the gameplay to back it up.
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of the feeling I'm getting too. Like, it doesn't even have its whole, you know, shoot 'em up style down. Here it is. It's introducing a different kind of way to play.
Yeah.
It's more. This feels like the kind of game that, you know, if you assume that there was already like some Saturday morning cartoon called, you know, Rocketbirds.
Yep.
This would be the, you know, the cheap game made in its honor. It's made to look really good, but not well made.
That is a very good way to put it. So I was trying to dive bomb to get that health drop, but I missed it. Can I get it? Can't go far that down.
I can't imagine how frustrating this part would be to play with the with an actual gamepad.
Yeah, I don't think it would work at all. See, like this section especially, while I am enjoying it more than the other part, it absolutely feels like a Flash game on the Cartoon Network website.
Yeah, I'm already having terrible flashbacks to our Christmas episode where I had to play Jetpack Santa.
Yes, I can understand that. Alright, so I have to watch all this again. Don't make me watch it all again. Nope, can't skip it. Oh, at least I'm not as far back as I was.
Well, that's pretty generous.
Yeah. Got a checkpoint. Not so bad. Oh, I can
like
jet downward. That's nice.
I like that the item drops actually have parachutes.
Yeah, it gives me a chance to actually get them. Okay.
Man, those missiles are relentless.
Okay, yeah, that's how you get the health. So another thing is they're making me use the mouse to aim, but it's not really working correctly. You can see I have to control my chicken's direction more, and that's more relevant than the cursor. So why do I have a cursor?
Right.
And then there's often that kind of disconnect with some shooters, especially a 2D third-person shooter. The character takes some time to reorient the gun.
Yeah, and especially when you're like in a jetpack like this, where you're constantly moving. Like, it might work a little bit better if you actually had the helicopter gizmo thing that guy had.
Sure.
You weren't moving quite as fast.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, I'm constantly maneuvering and dodging, and the shooting is pretty secondary to that, really.
Yeah.
I can't even.
Which, it needs to not be, because the only way to stop those missiles is not to outrun them, but to shoot them.
Yep, and it seems like I am locked into getting hit twice because of the stun lock.
Yeah.
I should try the other gun.
Which is not a good place to be when it's constantly shooting 2 missiles at a time at you, because you're getting punished for missing not taking the first one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they hit hard. I did the bullets so much. Man, I hate how I have to rewatch all this crap.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just spawn the dudes. I know they're coming now. Yeah, see, there again. I got hit once, and it takes so long to recover.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they need to either fix the movement, fix the aiming, or both. But to make a fun, playable game, they have to fix at least one of the two. I also find it interesting that there's no fuel for the jetpack.
There's just no way of outmaneuvering those missiles.
No, I have to shoot them, and that's just not going very well. That help? Man, this is a very difficult situation.
Yeah, and this is the second stage.
Right. So unless I get some better guns in the future, which I probably will.
That's assuming we ever get past this level.
Yeah, I might be here all night. Yeah, and this is the I'm fighting the controls kind of challenge, not the kind where I'm fighting the game.
Yeah. It always sort of astonishes me that they can spend so much time making an attractive looking game, but they don't ever actually bother to fix them. Okay, so you can outrun them.
I guess that's my only option. And these guys are shooting them, so they're the real problem here. Yeah, I guess I just have to dodge the missiles. Oh, I see. Part of my problem is I'm trying to move using... Okay. Sorry, that was incoherent. I was trying to move using the WASD, but the cursor is the real controlling factor here.
Oh, so it's following the cursor then?
Yeah.
So the WASD do anything at all then?
Doesn't seem to.
Oh, okay.
Which actually, I mean, I'm controlling more effectively, but I don't like this control scheme.
No, it's not the... I feel like it would work better if you were actually controlling it with the keyboard.
Okay, yeah, the buttons do. Buttons do affect things. Which is worse, because I was fighting myself with two competing control schemes.
So I mean, with this, you just got to sort of assume that you can only shoot straight, so you got to aim yourself to shoot straight.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is the way you would have thought it was when you first got in there, which we really didn't think of it that way.
Right. Right, because I was thinking controlling and moving were separate functions. You gonna? Oh, that's right. Because oh no, my mouse went off the window. Okay, I got this under control.
Go in. That's a nice way to transition back to normal gameplay. Rolling
is the normal gameplay.
I just like to think the fact that since the whole missile isn't moving forward, he just like slowly travel like roll. Then he eventually falls off the missile.
Yeah, I do love how he's rolling around with that giant tank on his back.
Because that's not at all unsafe.
Oh. Some kind of rocket fuel, I guess.
Oh, which way do we want to go?
Well, not this way.
Ah, they got pictures of Ilputski. Oh, they marked their bathrooms too. So far, we can see that there's one male bathroom. There's no ladies' bathroom. But then we haven't seen any ladies either.
We haven't. It may just be unnecessary.
But I mean, like, if your crew is all men, then why label your bathroom as being for men?
You don't want any confusion. But, I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm somewhat paranoid of going into the wrong bathroom. So I always make sure I see a urinal before I get too comfortable. If there's no urinals, typically something has gone horribly wrong and I have to get out of that bathroom.
That's a fair point.
Which doesn't happen often, I should point out. But it has happened non-zero times.
Well, now we're not killing clones, we're killing actual people.
Okay, I share... Yeah, so we're back to penguins. So my various guns appear to share ammo, which is a bit of a drag. There's really no reason not to use the auto SMG. There's also no reason not to be rolling.
There's no reason to walk.
Yes.
When you can roll. Why walk when you can roll?
Walk and roll, how do you choose?
And those guys up there like, do you guys hear something up there?
It seems to be a giant jet fuel canister clanking against the ground. Oh, just
nobody's piloting the ship now.
It's fine. As long as the cursor doesn't move.
This is like completely opposite of where I thought it was going, because, why would you go to the bridge to steal the key card to go through the ship now? I mean, you control the ship now.
I should just take the wheel. It's my ship now.
I mean, basically, you pull a Captain America and you crash the ship into the Atlantic. Okay, so you get set the ship yourself with truck, now you gotta escape. I guess it's better than just crashing it yourself.
That's true.
Guys, the ship is blowing up. Don't try to kill me right now.
Yeah, that's in nobody's interest.
That wasn't much of an escape sequence.
Well, they only gave me 30 seconds. And I think they wanted me to kill a few more dudes than I actually did. And
we did it.
Back in jetpack mode.
How exciting for us.
Well, that's interesting. When you hit the bound box, it turns your rocket pack on for you.
Oh, cool. Because you kept going down there earlier, and I was like, damn, you're going to get yourself killed.
Yeah, not worth actually dying for a health pickup.
No.
Oh, here we go. Here's more clones. I can't seem to actually go to him. Come on, dude.
Man, they spared no expense making your clones.
They're very accurate clones, but they're also terrible fighters.
Yeah, it's like, maybe if they had dedicated themselves to making like maybe 3 clones, they would have had one that was, as good as you are.
Right, yeah, that's probably the problem is they got too excited about making a bunch of clones. and all the competency got spread across 1,000 clones. Because as you know, when you clone someone, that person's skills get distributed equally to all clones. That's why Jango Fett was an amazing shot.
And Boba Fett was like just as good.
Right. Stormtroopers, the mass-produced clones, had all his aiming skills spread across thousands of them.
You know what? I really, as a Star Wars nerd, I really should touch that, but I'm just gonna let that go. And let other people be frustrated by it that I didn't say anything, even though I know completely contrary to that.
Oh, no need to hold back. I mean, otherwise we'll have to think about this game more.
Yeah. So okay, I can go into it. So actually, the clones of Jango Fett, they were actually very good. They're like crack shots, super great training, everything like that. The stormtroopers that we see that are the terrible shots aren't actually clones. They're just people that are sort of pressed into the army.
Well, no, it's because they were bad guys now, and that makes them terrible aim.
Yeah, but I mean, that's true, but they're not clones at the point of the Star Wars original movies.
Well, surely some clones were left. It's just a question of
there might have been,
proportions.
but they age at like twice the rate, so
really?
there wouldn't have been that many left.
There would have been like geriatric Jangos.
Yeah, because like one of the clones actually survives up until like near the beginning of those movies in the Star Wars Rebels show, and he's pretty old now.
I still need to watch that. I haven't tried it yet.
It's not bad. If you like Clone Wars, then that's a pretty good show.
Yeah, Clone Wars was solid.
Whoa, here's the cloning facility. It's not that I feel too good for this job.
Okay, I should maybe do a thing. That was my bad. Didn't notice the guy there.
Gonna say the whole thing over again.
Crappy hours, blah blah. The rampaging chicken murdering all of us.
That part I don't mind.
That's fine.
It's the clone jar that do it for me. It ruined it.
if the chicken was here in normal business hours, I wouldn't be complaining.
Yeah, I mean, if these like renegade chicken people had the decency to invade your secret facilities during normal business hours, and he wouldn't even have to be here right now.
That's true. They wouldn't need a night shift. All right, well, he's gone.
I feel like we have killed way more than 50 of these guys already.
It does seem that way. I wonder if they actually did count them out. That would actually be really impressive.
If you look at the background of that shot down there, they have like in the background where they're saying like 103, 104.
I saw that,
and even further back, they're like even higher numbers.
Yeah, so that shotgun kind of sucks. I've decided. Okay. Come on, guys.
Now you're getting juggled.
Yeah. Enough with the surprise attacks, bro.
Yeah. It's just not the time to get shot.
No, I've got serious chicken business to do. And you're interfering me with your bullets and your juggling.
Yeah, you got places to roll.
So I've got this key card.
And where could it go?
To my death, apparently. Wow. Well, I still have the key card. I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't be going this way.
Have you got down there before? Is that where you came
That's
from?
where I came from, yeah. All right, see you, guy.
That seems like a good place to be.
Go through this
No, that's the beginning.
Yeah. Okay, so that's not my green key card spot.
Well, could you have gone down even further then?
Yeah, I can go down further.
No, I mean like in the elevator
Oh,
shaft.
the elevator.
I mean, you just kept going straight down. You're like, I'm going to stop here.
Right. Well, I need to find a way to do that. I seem to be stuck. I'm not stuck at all.
You only imagined it.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, it needs to hurry up and...
This is the door.
All right, you made it.
To the bathroom and to bed.
You get yourself locked up.
Oh, geez. This is a prison spell. That's actually rather clever, using first-person shooter tropes against me.
Look at me, I have a star on my forehead. And you're like, well, I have a star on my forehead too.
I think we should all zoom in on our respective stars.
Right? And speaking of which, I will not even bother to look at the monitor.
And now for the chicken torture sequence.
This guy apparently has like scars over both of his eyes. Can he even see?
That might just be what his eyes look like in the chicken.
Oh no, this is a torture scene. This game just got too real.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, look at his teeth. And the gums. Like, it's one thing when you show a character his teeth, but their gums too. Well, are we getting a flashback?
Yeah, to when he was a little eggy. And someone injecting something in the egg? I'm very confused by this flashback.
I don't know. This is really weird.
It's probably meant to be some
And this
kind
is
of
why it
story.
never got the Saturday morning cartoon that I was hoping for.
It was a very dark cartoon. Alright, so this must be my cellmate. I will kill him and take him.
Oh no, he's already your bud.
Ooh, there's a resistance.
Of course there's a resistance. Ah, he's a cardinal.
Well, it's nice of them to properly identify themselves now and then.
Yeah, but the guy cardinals are usually red and the girl cardinals are brown. So that's a pretty butch cardinal we're looking at there.
I guess you're right. Brain bugs? It could just be the lighting. Let's not jump to conclusions.
So now we have the ability to brainwash them.
It's always one of my favorite things.
You toss it at him?
Okay, yeah, I was using the wrong button.
Oh man.
How does this work? Did I take control of this guy? Okay, yeah, so he is now my player character.
Oh, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that concept. Hey, Earl.
Oh, they talk to you.
Can I shoot him? Be gone, foul bird.
Oh man. Can you imagine that being shot down by your bestest buddy?
He was probably sleeping with my wife.
Yeah, now's the best thing that ever happened to your wife.
Harsh, man. You're next. Don't mind me just, pushing this box around.
There's a key card.
Come on, key card. Earl is incapable of picking up a key card.
Really?
Yeah. He does not have an inventory of his own.
Right.
Alright, no, you may not exit areas assigned to you. You may not pick items off the floor. You may not fire your weapons unless fired upon. I've broken one of those rules. Let's see what this button does.
So it's probably one of those things where he's mind controlled, but you can't force him to do things he doesn't want to do. So he doesn't want to actually pick up that key card, but he did want to shoot that guy.
Yeah, he did want to murder his friend. He has suspicions. He just needed a little push to act on them.
And you know that guy, fuck him too.
They're all sleeping with my wife. He turns out he's mostly just delusional.
Right. Hey guys! How's it going?
I would like to return back to my normal self.
Yeah, you gotta do something to do that, apparently.
Kill himself, apparently. Okay, there's a suicide.
Oh man, that's brutal.
Wow.
The game got dark.
Yeah, seriously. Way more than I expected.
These elevators are kind of annoying because they never actually take you where you want to go. You have to I'm just gonna drop down there now.
Right. I find myself chasing them.
Should you went back and grab that key card?
I don't think I could get back there. No? So
apparently you needed to.
Alright. Give it a shot.
I mean, now that you have the unique ability to pick things up.
Okay,
which I don't know why it really mattered, because it wasn't like it broke a sequence or anything.
Yeah, I don't see how it affected the developers. There's probably some puzzles.
Yeah, I mean, later down the run, I guess.
Yeah, they try to justify every mechanic with puzzles. Oh, I can get that crate. Yeah. There's a way through this. Because what this game needed was a good block puzzle.
I was about to say, oh good, we have a game that doesn't require block puzzles in any way whatsoever, but you know what? They managed to put it in there anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you may as well.
I give the game credit for one thing, even if the block moving, is kind of lame, at least it's fast.
That's true. That's because they didn't bother putting any block moving animations into the game.
Right.
That's what always slows you down. Okay, so I can go that way. But I do want to go try and get that key card.
Correctamundo. Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish Link could move crates that fast.
Well, I mean, he's just a scrawny little elf boy, not a strapping young chicken.
It's true. I feel like the Zelda games would be a lot better if you're playing as this guy.
There really should be a secret character who's just a giant badass murderous cuckoo.
I didn't make that connection, yeah. Yeah, that's probably why this guy is so dangerous. He's probably part cuckoo.
The most powerful of all birds.
Have you seen in Breath of the Wild where people will lure enemies out to where there's cuckoos at, or take cuckoos out to the wild and then use them to swarm the enemies?
Yeah, that is amazing that the cuckoos will aggro anybody who hits them.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think we've been in here for a while. It's probably time to move on to the review phase.
I agree. So one thing that's kind of interesting about this is that this was already kind of a better Metroidvania than some of the Metroidvanias we played last month.
In some ways, yeah.
I mean, we had a little bit of backtracking there, exploring. We actually got significant upgrades that changed the gameplay a little bit.
A little bit.
I mean, that's basically your formula for a Metroidvania right there.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have the big interconnected maps, but neither did some of the ones we played. But man, yeah, your first impression, I think, was spot on. Saying that this felt like a website game based on a cartoon, and that's exactly the vibe I'm getting from it. It's got a lot of style, but the controls are awkward. The mechanics are not really all that interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the issues we were having with, not being able to use a gamepad, even though we had it set up for the menu when we first started the game,
right.
We knew it was connected.
Why even let the gamepad do that?
Yeah.
The rocking controls were more frustrating than anything. took me a while to like. It's ironic, right? They had those WASD, E uses items, left click shoots things, spacebar jumps. They had all those button prompts printed on the screen for me. But when my assumed knowledge failed me, that's when the game wasn't trying to teach me anything.
Yeah, at that point, it just didn't tell you anything. Like that was like probably the one part where I really needed to, hammer home. Like, this is how you're gonna play this part because this is different than any game you normally play.
Right,
whereas
exactly.
The rest of it was pretty much standard gameplay.
Mm-hmm. So yes, yeah. I mean, I was mildly interested in the flight stuff, but I mean, you saw I struggled. But once I figured out what the controls actually were, I think I got through it a bit faster. But it was still awkward. You could only shoot straight forward rather than multi-directional aiming, and that was a problem in the side-scrolling sections as well.
I feel like if you took out the jetpack sections and if they're just a little bit more polished to the side-scrolling sections, you'd have a pretty good game here.
It has potential, yeah. Maybe Rocketbirds 3 will finally live up to expectations.
Yeah, because there is a sequel, so I mean, it could be a lot better.
Yeah,
I would hope so.
Oh, this was the first one?
I believe this is the first one.
I wasn't sure what the order was.
I only know there's two of them out, and the other one says Rocketbirds 2, so I'm assuming this is the first one.
Right. That would make sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a good art direction. It's got a great sense of humor. It's just, it needed more.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had left the volume a little bit higher because I'm curious about the voice acting. Just the title screen was very loud, and that's where we did our audio calibration.
Yeah, it's always hard to tell before you get in the game. So.
Yeah, it can be, and I didn't want to tweak it because that could just make everything go wrong.
Right.
Yeah, the music. There's a lot of ambient noises and the occasional kind of grungy alt rock song, which is an unusual choice, but nice and stylistic and appropriate for what's going on. Yeah, I think this one. Yeah, I think you're right. I'll agree with you. This could have been an alright game. It just needs another layer or two of polish. I don't really have much to say beyond that.
Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't recommend this game, but I would say, give a look to the sequel. I mean, we don't know anything about it yet, but I mean, there's a good chance that they improved on these problems, and it might actually be a decent game.
Might be. I think there is some hope for the sequel. But this game gets one half-eaten hard-boiled egg that I left in the back of the fridge and completely forgot about for 3 months. And I really wish I hadn't done that.
My thoughts on this game was that I should take an egg, put it in its shoe, and beat it.
All right, and that is the Gamehater review of Rocketbirds, Hardboiled Chicken. There's nothing left to say except we hate this game and we're going to bed. Good night.
Good night.